I broke up with Josh about a month ago. I'm single, 38, in LA, alone, with no job.
Let's just let that sink in. She moved to LA, didn't have a job. I mean, I'm assuming she has some sort of financial security behind her, or safety net, shall I say. But now she's in LA, 38, single, and no job. This is the behavior of somebody that has never ever planned anything in their life. This is the behavior of somebody that has had lack of structure in life. And this is somebody that has always been hell-bent to, I guess, find a man to come in and do X, Y, Z for her, rather than her actually learning how to be independent. Now, I'm not going to say that she isn't independent, but the fact is this, though. The fact that she's in LA at 38 years of age with no job, that is very concerning, you know, because it's not like she's young, you know, she's trying to find her way. She's at an age now where, well, in her eyes, she should have been married, should have had kids, the whole shebang, but she's not. And the reality is this: she needs to let reality hit her and understand that she's not where she needs to be at, but therefore she needs to now adapt. And adapting, well, what I'm saying is that she now needs to put herself in a position where she can find a job, start to prioritize herself, start to prioritize being alone, you know what I mean? And start to prioritize only expecting herself to get herself through life. Not this priority of always trying to find a man to give her everything that she wants. That is not how the world works. Not for some people anyway. And trust me to tell you, if you're somebody that's living potentially in the States or even in the UK, maybe even Canada, these are the areas in life that I know for sure that you have to be able to walk on your own 2 feet. You can't expect anyone to come and pick you up, okay? Because at the end of the day, we have different challenges, and most importantly, we have different mentalities. It's just, that's what it comes down to. You see what I'm saying? But Natalie now is trying to bring the mentality that she's always had from back home to the US. It didn't even work for her when she was at home. And we know it didn't work for her because, well, she never got married. Well, she did get married twice, shall I say, to people when she was at home. But both times, what happened? She was still unable to fulfill those relationships and also be able to have a child. Sometimes people have to look back, take accountability, and then adapt. Natalie doesn't want anything to know with adapting. It's quite sad to watch, to be honest, and quite tragic. But nonetheless though, before we continue into the rest of this video, we are on the road to 60k subscribers before the end of March. And I believe we can do it. So please, subscribe, tell a friend. If you're here right now and you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like the video, comment, help us grow within the YouTube algorithm. But hey, boom bam, let's get it.
Я сама позвонила Майку. Да. И пригласила его сюда. Это так...
I will never understand the mum's obsession with Michael. You called Michael, Josh is now gone, so now you called Michael and you invited him. Why can't the mum just leave Michael to live in peace? Why does the mum not recognize that her daughter literally put through that man through unnecessary stress? She used him to come to the States, and then she left him because she wasn't going to get what she wanted, which is quite crazy because all she ever wanted, technically speaking, was meant to be a husband and a kid. But like I said before, for Natalie, in my opinion, I don't think it's ever been a case where she's wanted a kid. It's always been a case where she's always wanted to chase her own dreams, which is fine, but you have to do it in a case where you're not using someone. Natalie is nothing but a user, and her mum is exactly the same. Now the mum wants to use Michael to come back into her daughter's life, so therefore he can give her a child. The grandchild that she always wants. These two really need to have a conversation about what they really want for each other, rather than this stupidity, but we continue.
That she invited Michael, and you know, part of me wants to see him because I had a lot of expectations when I came to LA, that moon star stone, and I just feel like that.
See, here's the thing, she had a lot of expectations when she came to LA, but those expectations didn't work out, and now you want to go to who? To who?
Down a lot because none of my expectations happened. On the other hand, I hope Michael will bring some light into my life.
So because her expectations with Josh didn't happen, and let's just talk about this. When we talk about expectations with Josh, we're talking about how he couldn't get her to become a movie star, to become a model, all right? And also at the same time, was not willing to marry her or even give her a child as well. So obviously her expectations of him, because they didn't work out, she's now like, oh, I've been brought down to a low, so now I need to be brought back up, and hopefully Michael can be the light. That's funny though, because Michael originally gave you the light anyway. I mean, look at it this way: he brought you to the States. That's light number one. He married you. That's light number two. And he was also ready to have kids with you at some point, which is light number three. So he was ready to give you all of those things anyway. The only thing he couldn't give you was your dream life. That's about it. But you gave up all of those things just to go chase your dream life. And then look what's happened. That dream life. Well, I guess you're still dreaming. but we continue.
Это идеальное время подружиться. Вот тебе перспектива ребенка. Твой Майкл.
You see what I mean? The mother just wants to use Michael. Does not even like Michael. I don't think she actually likes Michael. She just knows that he's more of a guarantee to her daughter than anything else. Because if she really liked him, but one, she'd protect him from her daughter. You know what I mean? And two, she wouldn't use him as this resort of like, you must go back to him. She doesn't like him. She just likes what he has to bring. And what he has to bring is a child for her. That's about it. Or a grandchild.
Да. Ну, у нас будут еще дети, будут внуки. Я думаю, что все будет хорошо. Ну, Натали, ну это правда идеальный вариант, наверное, вот. И в данный момент...
Я готова с ним помириться. Michael is still my husband. I haven't seen him more than over a year. But honestly, me and Michael were on the same page about having a child and family.
And you left all that behind to go and chase your career that you never even had in the first place. I mean, come on now. Come on.
I still have some feelings for Mike. And I think like he might have some feelings for me too.
Someone really needs to let Natalie know this, right? You ain't all that. I mean, for me personally, you've never been anything. Like, I personally don't see the attraction. Maybe you want to call her for bashing how she looks, whatever. But for me personally, I don't really think that she's an attractive person. But at the end of the day, because she has the person that she is, guess what? You ain't all that. Just because you feel as if like maybe you're too good for Michael or you're better than Michael or maybe Michael was lucky to have you, it doesn't mean the man does not have principles or morals. You see what I'm saying? Just because you look a certain way doesn't mean he's going to be waiting around you forever. Like, come on. Clown.
This could be my moment to save my marriage. After all the story, with Josh, relocation,
Imagine that. My moment to save my story with Michael. Really? Really? See what I mean? Nothing but just a user. And that's just sad to see. Nothing but just a freaking user. Honestly, it is crazy because obviously when you're watching the scenes with Natalie and her mother, you can tell obviously where Natalie gets her attitude from. This attitude of feeling like it's okay to use somebody, it's okay to leave someone behind and hope that they're going to be there when you come back, or not even hope, expect them just to be waiting for you if things don't work out elsewhere. Like, honestly, this mentality that she's had installed her by her mother is disgusting. It's appalling. It's shameful. Like, honestly, like, yuck. It's a good thing that on the show she's not the only person in Ukraine. It's a good thing that we have Yara too, because she can give us a different perspective of how women are also from that country. Because really and truly, if Natalie had been the only person in Ukraine on the show, I know a lot of people would have been like, oh my god, is this how Ukrainian women are? So I'm glad that at least we have somebody else that people can look at and be like, you know what, at least we know that they are not all like Natalie, they are not all like her mother. Because this right here, you're just embarrassing yourself. Luckily, you're not embarrassing your nation, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, though, give me your thoughts and your opinions. Let me know what you're thinking. As far as I am concerned, this woman needs to stop using people and start to work on herself and building herself, and that's it. Nothing else but that. And her mum basically needs to just shut up. Because she helps in no way whatsoever, you know? But nonetheless, though, let me know what you're thinking down below. We are on the road to 60k subscribers before the end of March. Let's make it happen. Subscribe. I know you want to. Like the video, comment, and peace.